Hey guys, the Future123 here, and welcome back to another video. This is my second of today and episode number 13 of the West Ham United career mode. To start off, we have a really big match here against Manchester United. A close game between teams that are close to each other in the table at the London Stadium. So, this is my second episode of today. If you guys enjoyed these episodes over the course of this weekend as well as tomorrow, it'd be much appreciated if you have to like and subscribe. And as we go into this game here against Manchester United, just 3 points separate us. United are just a few places above us. And, it'll be a tough match. United have some great players in Ibrahimovic, Martial, quality players throughout their whole side. Actually, Pogba isn't starting, which was surprising to see. And as you take a look at our lineup is pretty much a rotation side, you could say. After last episode, we played at the end. We just played a match 2 days earlier, so going to this game, I had to make a few changes. As you see by United's team, it wasn't the strongest either. Pogba started on the bench. They have Lukaku as well, who will come off the bench, so they have a lot of striking options up front that they can use with, but hopefully we can get a good result here against West Ham, against Manchester United, and start off this episode with a good result. The first chance here comes to United as Carrick on the ball finds Ibra. Great 1-2 between them. Finds Schneiderlin. Back to Carrick again. That's a nice 1-2 passing play. But it goes out for a goal kick. And that's how the first half would end. So a really uneventful first half. Nothing really happened from any of the sides. So going to the second, hopefully you can create something more. As you see, we had no shots at all, and United just one shot on target. So a really uneventful first half. And as we get into the second half, chance here for United as Mata trying to find some space, keeps hold of the ball, goes to the shot. It was a looping shot, it wasn't that powerful, but it got on goal and Arrizabalaga had to clear it away. And here now Mkhitaryan down this right hand side finds Ibra. Takes a touch, it goes back on to Mkhitaryan, but a great save by Arrizabalaga. Decided to put him in this match as Adrian was underperforming the past few games, and he showed why he should be in the team. Carroll there tried to find a pass on the top of the box, but he loses out. Then we win it back with Toure, finds Payet into Antonio. Antonio takes a great touch outside, finds Oxford down the right-hand side. It goes to the shot. But it's an easy save for De Gea. And here now, Dimitri Payet on the ball finds Antonio down this right-hand side, who plays it into Carroll. Carroll trying to find someone. He plays Payet down this right-hand side, who gets muscled off the ball, but wins it back off of Paul Pogba. Goes through on goal, takes a few touches, cuts inside, a great ball. He just nutmegged the defender there with the pass right into Obiang's path. He finishes it past the keeper in the 85th minute. Makes it 1-0 to West Ham. It definitely wasn't a deserved goal, you could say. But, it was a good finish, a great move by us. Great work by Payet, and Pogba was just making mistakes when he came off the bench in today's game. But as you see, the ball came in. He just nutmegged Herrera there as the ball went past De Gea and made it 1-0. So great goal from Obiang there. Good awareness by him to push up the field with a nice run, and makes it 1-0. Someone had to step up this game. We didn't have our strongest players out. Payet came in as a sub, but other than that, we didn't really have a strong team. And eventually we got the win. So one of the toughest games of the season, we actually got a win from, which is great to see. Our struggles with drawing a lot of matches didn't phase us here as we get the 1-0 win, a great result, and that'll pretty much start our January transfer window. Yesterday you saw in last episode you saw an offer for Adrian, but this really will start the window, as a lot of offers are going to come in for Adrian. I really want somewhere in the 15 million range, maybe if teams are accepting, I'll lower it down, but right now, judging by how Arrizabalaga is playing, I'm totally fine selling Adrian. Like, Arrizabalaga played great in that game against United and probably saved us at least 2 points in that match. As you see, some good players from Brazil, and offers are just going to be coming in for Adrian. Some of the players won't be accepting them, but the first bit of business I did in this transfer window was I was looking for a striker on loan. Similarly what we did to Elvedi, just because Zaza of course went down I think 2 episodes ago, and I needed to re-offer him. Or I needed someone else to come in because we've had a lot of injuries this season. Also, you saw that Obiang wanted a new deal, so as you see in the right corner, maybe I'll try to include this in more episode, with two things going on at the same time, so it goes by quicker. As you saw there, Obiang, we offered him a new deal, and eventually he accepts that after this game. And as you saw there, I had a few choices. who to come in on loan, but eventually I decided to go with Andre Silva. I think we inquired about him in the summer window, but we bring him in on loan just for 6 months, and he'll actually make a start in today's match against Lorient. So he's our first signing of this January window. Not a permanent deal, but he can, if he impresses for us throughout these 6 months that he's here at the club, he could definitely make an appearance for us later next season. We could bring him back, but he's a good player from not Sporting, from Porto. As he has all the qualities to be a good player. He's tall, 6'1", as you see. He's pretty fast, and he has good good finishing. So he's a complete striker. So hopefully he can impress for us in this match. We're in the number 36 against Leyton Orient here, as we take them on. They don't have the strongest of sides. I think they're in League 1 or League 2. I think it's League 1, but I'm not exactly too sure. So we should be able to get an easy win. We make 12 changes here. I actually think Kevin Nolan is the player manager for them. I'm not sure if he still is, but I remember hearing something that Leyton Orient, Kevin Nolan, obviously the former West Ham player, is their manager. But the first chance in this game comes to us. Antonio down this right-hand side, turns his defender, finds Andre Silva, our new signing, cuts around his defender here, goes for a great cross in, but a great save by the keeper, and it gets cleared away. Good start there from Andre, as he puts a great cross in. Probably not one of his most, he's more of a target man, so that's usually what he does. He doesn't really do that a lot, but that was a great cross inside. As that'll end off the first half. So pretty uneventful first half, just like the United game. But you're overall controlling the game in possession terms, and you're much in the half of Leyton Orient. And to start off in this second half, Lotan dribbling through, finds Silva, who finds Antonio down the right-hand side. Antonio goes to the shot, but an easy save by the keeper, and it goes out for a corner. Here now, Antonio down this right-hand side again. Finds Silva. It comes to Silva now, who finds Lotan. Lotan finds Eldmilson Fernandez, who cuts inside. It's a great ball back inside to Lotan. Finishes it past the keeper across his body. In the 52nd minute, we go up 1-0. He does the dab. And our wingers were playing very well this match. Lotan and Antonio were causing trouble throughout this whole match. Pretty much everyone was. Leyton Orient aren't the strongest of sides. But that was a good finish by Lotan there, putting it across the keeper, as he gets their first goal in our FA Cup journey. The board want us to, I forgot what our objectives were in the FA Cup, but I definitely know it's, reach the quarters or semis. So we definitely want to, go far in this competition. But the worst possible start after that goal, as I think it was Orient just did it right from kickoff. They dribbled through an Elvedi here. Just takes down the man, just trips him up at the last second. It wasn't the most of contact, but it was just enough for the Leyton Orient player to fall down. So Ariza Blaga here stops it, trying to save it. He tries to put him off, and he does. He saves it with his legs and then catches the header. And, that just gave even more confidence in me to, just sell Adrian in this window, as Ariza Blaga has saved the penalty. And here a chance now is Andre Silva holding the ball up nicely, finds Lotan. Lotan finds Duzzle down this left-hand side. He cuts inside, looks to the cross. It comes to Silva, who towers over the Orient players. This was just a few minutes, like 2 minutes after that last chance. So everything happening in close succession here, as he finishes it past the keeper, makes it 2-0. And, Silva really impressed me this game. He just showed me, he's a complete player. He's fast, he can hold the ball up, he has good strength, good finishing. He has all the qualities to be a great player, not necessarily excelling in each, in one single one, but, doing very well in each one of those categories. So, a great header there by Silva, who, as he finishes it past the keeper, makes it 2-0. And, everyone was playing well this match. I couldn't really point anyone out who was playing poorly. These young players are playing pretty well this season when given the chance. And here another chance as Masuaku down this left-hand side. Just a few minutes later, again, the ball comes in, a great ball in. And Andre Silva gets his brace, as he finishes it past the keeper again. The keeper didn't have the worst of games, but his defense didn't help him out overall, as we were just dominating this game. And a great finish there by Silva, just guiding it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net, and pretty much wraps the game for us. So great result overall. I think we just have one more chance before the end of the game. as a Cullen came on as a sub, finds Lotan. Lotan turned his defender, one of probably the best players in the match, just caused trouble throughout the game. As Clark comes on, that youth player that we signed last episode. He's horrible. He's 51 overall, so I'm not really too sure if I'm going to keep him on. He has a cool haircut, though, with a ponytail, I guess. But that's the only really good thing I can say about him. As then on and off the game, we get a 3-0 win in the FA Cup. Good start as we progress on into the 4th round. I think we go over our player objectives or our manager objectives in the end of the episode. So then I totally forgot where we have to finish in the FA Cup, so then we can check that out. But a good start to the FA Cup nevertheless. Good performance from our young players. We gave some rest to the starters as we go into the 3rd and final game here, which will be in a few days against Crystal Palace. But we have a few transfer offers, obviously, and for Adrian. I started to bump my asking price a little lower down as teams weren't matching the deal. I'm going to have to make a decision because he's on an expiring deal, so someone could sign him in a pre-contract. So, would I rather take the money? Obviously, I would like to take the money and not let him expire his contract. And when I was offering Obiang a new deal, I offered Adrian just one more just to see if he would accept, and he's not accepting. So we're gonna, he's definitely leaving in this window. Either he's gonna accept a deal to leave over the summer, or in this window it's gonna happen. So as we progress through, a lot of teams coming in. PSG came in for him. I tried offering a little more just because I know they have a lot of money, but a lot of teams weren't accepting. So hopefully some more teams come back in the next few episodes. As you see, league table, Stoke still first place. Like, it was just so funny to see. I saw someone else's tweet just a few minutes ago, actually, at the league table, and Stoke were also first place in their career mode, which is funny to see. But going to the 3rd and final game of this episode, again at the London Stadium here. All 3 games today are at home, as we face the Eagles here at our home ground. And as you see by the league table, again, these past few episodes we're playing teams that are very close in the table to us, and 3rd, 4th place, 5th place is not out of the reach. It's just like 3 or 4 points away. So a win here would really help us push up the table as we try to make a resurgence here in the second half of the season. As you see by our lineup, a very strong one, pretty much our strongest side now that Arizabalaga's in net. I brought on Andre Silva as a substitute just because he played so well in the last match. Maybe if we need him towards the end of the game, he could get us a goal. But Crystal Palace have a good side. Loyal Karemi up front, always going to cause trouble. They have some other good players. El Kadori off the bench scored for Crystal Palace last time, I think. I think he did, because I think there was a 1-1 draw last game. So it'll be a tough match, but I still think we can get the win here in the second time of asking against Crystal Palace, especially because our form this episode has been pretty good. But to start off, first chance here comes to us. Great tackle by Kiate. And we play through with Dimitri Payet, who finds Kiate down this right-hand side again. Kiate takes the touch, goes to the shot. Then it makes an easy save. And what was the Crystal Palace defender doing there? Sako's not known for defensive work, obviously. But that was just a really poor decision. Came in from behind, as you see. He just took out Kiate on when, once Kiate's shot was over pretty much. It was an easy save by the keeper, but instead he gives up a penalty as Payet steps up, our free kick specialist, puts it past Mandanda, and makes it 1-0. So great start to the game. That was just a stupid mistake by the Crystal Palace defense. In the past few episodes, we've had like 4 or 5 penalty kicks, which is funny to see. But Payet converts there. Makes it 1-0. Good start to the match. Mandanda no chance. You can't fault him there, as his defenders just let him down as they gave up the penalty. But a chance now for Crystal Palace trying to level it. A great score pass inside, but we get it away. And we actually lose it out. Punching gets the ball back, cuts around his defender, goes to the shot, and I think it takes a deflection there as it went off course, but it goes out for a goal kick. And here now Sturridge turns his defender, finds Payet down this left-hand side. Payet finds Sturridge back inside. A great passing play from them, as a Sturridge who, hasn't scored a lot this season, finishes it past Mandanda, makes it 2-0. And, we were playing very well this game. These past few episodes, we've been progressively playing better, but a great passing move there. Another assist for Payet, who's just been creating everything for us, throughout this whole season. As a great finish by Sturridge, to be honest, right between Mandana's legs in the 5-hole. as he makes it 2-0, and that pretty much wrapped it up in the first half for us. Other than that, those were the only chances. But we were playing very well in this first half, and I was feeling very comfortable going to the second half, especially. We've got that 2-goal lead. Players are playing well. Sturridge is scoring goals now. Payet's continuing to play well, so that's good to see. So going to the second half here, the first chance as we try to extend our lead comes to Crystal Palace as a MacArthur on the ball finds Cabaye. Back to MacArthur. MacArthur holds on to the ball. Finds Remy inside. Remy tries to turn his defender. Goes to the shot, but another good save by Arrizabalaga. Not making any mistakes so far to start off. Me putting him in the starting lineup. But here a chance now trying to make it 3-0. Ayew finds Sturridge on the top of the box. Sturridge turns his defender, goes to the shot, but it goes just wide of the target and out for a goal kick. And we were playing, very well in the second half as well. Crystal Palace had a few chances, however, as the first deflected shot came in, but the second one went wide of the target. And here now Townsend trying to tighten the gap, I guess, as the ball comes in. I didn't know what to say there. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get lost with my words. But here from a free kick in like the 70th minute, the ball comes in. It comes back out to, I think that was Ayew. Yes, it was, and he puts the volley off target. A good chance there to get a third goal. And as we wrap up the game here in the 90th minute, Zaha down the left-hand side off the bench puts a cross into the far post. Townsend wins it, plays it back inside. The ball comes in. Arrizabalaga tries to get something on it. The defender tries to clear it away, and it comes back out to El Khadouri. He gets another goal against us. But that was a fault. That was pretty much my fault. I should have let Arrizabalaga get that. He could have probably gotten it. I'm not really actually too sure if he could get it before the Crystal Palace defender. But instead, a poor clearance leads to an El Khadouri goal. Disappointing to see, but good thing we didn't play like that last episode, conceding against Swansea or Liverpool in the final minutes of the game, and we come out here with the win. So great result, getting another win here, and we're starting to improve in this second half of the season, as you'll see the league table in just a second time. Actually, I think we'll go over that in the last episode. But I think we were in 6th place there, which is good to see. And, as I said, the league table is very close, from like 5 to 10 right now. So any team could, start pushing forwards, and I hope we can do that to start off in January. But some offers came in. Cancelo is not going anywhere. He's been one of our best players of the season, as well as Lanzini. And loan offer came in from Duzzle, but I'm not going to accept it, as our squad is pretty thin right now. So I'm not gonna, I'm not really looking to sell anyone other than like Adriana and some players that came back from loan. As we go over the objectives to knock the season, our FA Cup objectives is the quarterfinal. So right now we're starting off well. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, much appreciated if you left a like and subscribe. As you see, we're in 7th place. Other than that, have a good day.